after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of...
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
Hello. Good morning. So, continuing my Monkey Island journey, we're on to the fourth one, the most despised one. Whatever, I do like the story, I do like the characters, I do like the graphics, I do like everything else about it. It's just purely the navigational. I'm going to use the keyboard. Oh my god, it's hot tonight. Okay, so we're on a keyboard now, so let's have a look at what we can do. I'm also on a keyboard which stopped working last night, but I've got most of the keys to work. Can't press back. But anyway, let's have a go.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's full of hot coals.
Meat!
It's full of hot coals.
Also means I can't press down when I'm in the menu. So I have to go all the way around. And resume game.
It's full of hot coals.
It still sounds very low, that voice, to me. So my page up and page down keys are over here, so...
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
Way too low. It's probably not going to be low when it comes to any kind of proper scene, but still...
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's full of hot coals.
Okie dokie. So as far as I remember, it's you to use.
It's full of hot coals. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
You shouldn't use that word.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
Yes, there is. But I remember why this is so tedious, but I will get used to it. It's even on this keyboard. As much as I don't like the controls, I do like the graphics. I think it's very pleasing to the eye. And Elaine's more of a badass again in this one. Elaine just grows in appeal.
Little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Land ho!
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, our return. Could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
It does appear the spacebar doesn't work as
The burden of
pause.
being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for months.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh dear, do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you
Oh,
adorable
Guybrush.
girl. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
Lassie reference. Of sorts.
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
You won $74 playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion. Let's go.
Let's try 45, 6.7, 2. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah.
The governor's dead, ma'am. Dead? Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush.
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do 2 things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
Maybe later.
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucas Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
Not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucas Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died.
Alright, well, let's have a see which buttons on this keyboard are working. That should
I
be
don't have a thing to my name.
I for inventory, E for use, P for pick up. The base bar isn't working, and I'm going to probably want that, so... let's have it as colon. No. L. Well, I hope anything else wasn't L. It might have been look. Is there a look? Okay, now it's E. Examine. Go. God almighty.
Excuse me.
What?
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, Kate, but I'm under contract.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be...
Wait, pause key works. And now I've got a moth in the room, so watch me panic. Yeah, I do remember playing the game a long time ago. But my favourite thing I remember about the game is the character design. I think it's beautiful. I think they're amazing. I think the voiceovers are perfect. I seem to remember this scene. I think you've got to put an elastic band on that cactus over there, and you've got to tell him to aim for the cactus.
targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out.
As a side note, I'm running this on Residual VM, the program, and it's warned me it could crash at any moment, so I'm going to have to start saving. I'm not sure if there's a quick save button.
All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah,
And that's how I
I
do
only
it.
do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't
So I
want
have
to
to
waste
also
one
make
of
it out
these
of alignment.
boulders. They're expensive.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
So, I need to put the catapult out of alignment.
Let's try 49, 6.7.
I need to get an elastic band. Shift works as well as run.
Fire!
I don't think I can do anything with the
No
mansion.
way. I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house. What an odd-looking cactus.
Well, surely you'd be aware of it. It's not just popped up overnight. Guybrush, come on. How foolish. Yes, I will walk to my way out. Alright, let's see if there's a quick save button on here if I'm going to be using it all the time. Not that I can see. F1, S. Oh, we've already got some saves. Game saved. Cool.
Sold.
Tested if E works yet. Examine.
Cream of frog.
Sweet.
No thanks. I'll pass. Sea slug pate. Monkey armpit juice. Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting.
Can I not pick this voodoo doll up off the floor? This is the other irritating thing about using a keyboard. It's a lot quicker to use a mouse to scan the environment.
Beady.
Is that a rubber chicken?
Ouch. I hate to be that guy.
Always with the voodoo dolls.
No, I'm not into torturing complete strangers. Present company accepted, of course. What a strange mirror.
Thanks, Guybrush.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. This table must have been a hand-me-down. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers. Nothing happened.
Well, I'd say the pointing finger is more communicative, really. It means look over there. I've forgotten which one it is. Ring finger must be.
If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I'm sure I've always done that straight when it's worked. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger. Finger.
This finger seems slightly different than
Thank
the
you.
others. Yikes!
Yes.
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show...
Up until now, the previous version of her has looked the best by far in Monkey Island 3, Curse of Monkey Island. Guybrush. I'm still going with number 1 and then number 3.
up whenever
I don't really like number 2 that much.
I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share an unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies. Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with Lucasarts. In any event, I'm here to
Fourth wall break.
How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? The cards have foretold that you seek direction.
How do I stop that weasel from hurling rocks at my house?
What goes up must come down. But what's more important is where it comes down.
Yeah, like on my house. How do I get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly simple procedure. Get on your ship.
But I don't have a ship.
So find one. Must I draw you a map? Then assemble your crew.
A crew? Where am I gonna get a crew?
This is a pirate town. Even in these economically depressed times, you should be able to find a couple of competent sailors. Then sail to Lucre Island.
But I don't know where to find Lucre Island.
That's what navigators are for, Guybrush. I believe there's one in the scum bar.
I do feel like she's a little bit more, I don't know, doesn't suffer any fools in this one.
Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well. I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts. What did
Why
you
don't
have
we
in
all?
mind?
Have you got any of those evil destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
plans work.
How about one of those invisibility necklaces to help me sneak into women's locker rooms?
Those are nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Got any?
No, it's been a bad year for unspoiled eyeballs.
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point. I could really use a potion that would make me immune to severe gas attacks.
You're telling me. Tragically, our shipment from Booty Island is also running late.
I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Gee, thanks. Have you got any snacks? I'm starving.
I left my gum machine in Puerto Pollo. You might want to try the Scum Bar if you're really hungry.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True. My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Didn't you relocate to the island of Puerto Pollo?
I did, but I sensed that I was needed
Puerto
here on
Pollo.
Malay. Besides, the incessant clucking on Puerto Pollo was driving me mad.
El pollo diablo.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so. Well,
What?
why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local...
As evil as he is, I do really like the character of whatever he's called, the Australian guy. It's a very nicely designed character. I like the house. I like the story of what's going on here. It's quite different than the rest of them. It's quite a lot like... I do really like the game. It's such a shame they haven't brought out a remaster. Maybe they have. Point and click version. I'm pretty sure they did with Grim Fandango, which is pretty much the same as this, but better. Grim Fandango just had a lot more going for it, really, and a diverse audience. Whereas this already had a fan base. That's what it is. This already had the fan base of point and click fans. Whereas a lot of people came into it all from Grim Fandango, and they were just used to doing the keyboard actions, I guess. Or I'm assuming this was probably on something else. I doubt it was on PS1. If it is on something else, I kind of wish I'd got that, to be honest. I should have downloaded that. It's probably just Windows.
Pirates, those that wouldn't sell, have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get the idea. Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen. Eventually, even the craftiest of Melee's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't the pirates just refuse to play?
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in constant fear of being challenged by this foreign investor.
Do you know anything more about the mysterious foreign investor?
Only that he comes from a faraway exotic place called Sydney.
Sydney? That sounds like the name of a kid who gets beat up a lot in school. You've helped me so much over the years, and I still don't know your name.
My name is not important.
I'd like to talk
Okey-dokey.
about more important matters.
Like what?
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
Righty. Well, she didn't really help us very much, and I don't think we've got anything out of it. Can't pick anything up, so let's... Oh, we've got information. Choose a commodity of a sort.
Sold.
Nice. Okay, I think we should find Carla and Otis at some point soon. Yeah. can't walk out onto this dock. Can I look at this fountain?
Wow, that's one flexible merboy. Sold.
Yeah. Fine. I mean, it's not the most, what you call it, not accurate, faithful rendition of, like, the first Monkey Island Melee Town at all. Doesn't look anything or feel anything like it. But, you know, the game in its entirety, yeah, it works.
Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Yes! Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have...
So if anyone's been following along with me, I'm sure they'll remember Carla and Otis. So she's the sword master from the first game. He's the prisoner from the first game. They both become crew members with us on the journey to Monkey Island. And once we get there, I hurl a great big boulder from a catapult of sorts from a seesaw, and it capsizes them. And I think at the end of the game, you hear them saying, "Oh no, what we're going to do?" in the post credits. I could be wrong.
very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting
And of
someone
course,
who
they
look
think
like
that I'm
that.
the devil at this stage because of that.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
Oh yeah, they were in Fat Island as well.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar.
So true.
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop! He's come to take us back to Monkey Island!
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-witch recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
What have you been doing with yourself, Carla?
You mean after I finally managed to escape from Monkey Island?
You're never gonna forgive me for that, are you?
Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, I've spent the last few years here on Melee Island re-establishing my Swordmaster credentials.
That sounds productive.
Oh, it was, until that Australian showed up.
Australian?
Yeah, an Australian real estate developer. He challenged me to a round of insult sword fighting, badgered me into betting my house. It was over so quickly.
Gee,
Now I wander the streets of Melee insult sword fighting for food.
how sad. How about you, Otis? What have you been doing for the last few years?
Well, after I finally escaped from Monkey Island, I made my way back to Melee Island, where I tried to resume my former profession.
Petty thievery?
I prefer to think of it as proactive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, the indignities I suffer on Monkey Island have left me so jittery that I cannot pick a lock or a pocket without making more noise than a flatulent hippo.
What vivid imagery. So how do you earn a living?
Begging mostly. You'd be amazed how many people will pay to hear the story of the innocent pirates who were betrayed by their idiot cap.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy. And beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island, Meat Hook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion.
Drinking?
Painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
These stories are too depressing. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
Won't you join my crew? For old time's sake.
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is part of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
I do like it when they never reveal stuff, but they just allude to it in things. I mean, a great example is Demolition Man with the 3 seashells. So we never ever find out what you do with the 3 seashells when he goes to the bathroom in the future, because they never explain it. It's a great joke. Same with this. What happened on Monkey Island for them? And he just says, the monkeys, the monkeys. I love it.
Well, how about... cushy government jobs.
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Nice. Right, I'm gonna... Let's see what's up here first. Nothing. Denada. Let's quickly see what's on the next screen. Just a scum bar, cool. Okay, and what can I do with this gate?
I wonder where this goes. Too bad it's locked. Guess I'll never find out.
Spooky dope. I'm sure it's 2 up now. Okay.
Guybrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit fooling around and stop that catapult.
Ooh, a little bit of glitchiness there. Must be the original game now. So let's go to the scum bar, see what that looks like in this universe. Of whenever this was, I'm guessing it was a Windows game, so what are we talking? 2005? 4? Total guess. Ooh, I don't like those guys.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty.
It's half full.
The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that.
Oh, that's a shame, because it must happen a lot in a pirate town. Must be constantly annoyed.
That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king.
There's not a lot I can pick up so far, given the fact it's a Monkey Island adventure game. Let's sort to this guy first.
Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Miley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right. Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
Quite like this character as well.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mines.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee.
So is this like universe supposed to be set in our universe? I.e., you know, I'm gonna suck. Because apparently Australia exists in their universe. But Sydney seems like a very exotic place no one's ever heard of.
Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow.
Oh, indeed.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there? He has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
God damn, every single game. When am I going to be older? I wonder if in the newest version when I'm like an old man with a kid, do I still get ID'd?
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15. But we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucas Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucas Island.
You might want to try the Maley Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
Oh, no. The whole place is run by the harbour mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
Okie dokie.
I gotta go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
So we've got a possible crew member there. Obviously we want some pretzels. And he's given a bit of information about this harbour mistress. I don't know if he's got some sort of relationship with her or if it's just...
Hi there, scruffy-looking
Info I
pirate
can
person.
use.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese, Ignatius Cheese.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
Mr. Cheese.
You'd be traveling to Lucas Island with a crew of cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye, the seas around Lucas Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scum Bar?
Aye, the one and only.
That's funny. I always thought the Scum Bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
Aye, he was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult go fish.
That sounds like a humongous fib.
Ron
Believe
Gilbert
what
we're
you
talking
like.
about.
In any
Any
event,
chance?
I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So there's one thing I'm immune to. It's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Jesus.
Insult arm wrestling?
While you were away, the insult sword-fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
It is one of the most unique features of all these. I mean, the first game had so many unique things about it. The theme, the dialogue, the humour, the genre, point and click, the graphics, the dialogue, the characters. It was amazing. But especially some of the things like that, like insult, sword fighting instead of just sword fighting. Genius move for anything. Definitely a genius move for point and click games. And now they've expanded on it here. I can't remember if you even do any kind of fights and stuff in the Tales of Monkey Island. I assume you must do. It's kind of a staple of the game.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese? Cheese?
It's not that ridiculous, really.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
Unless it's a type of cheese called I, of course, in which case, hang up the cups.
This fish has seen better days. I'm not picking that up. It says, "Happy birthday." I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows. Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door.
Hey, stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin.
Why don't people ever want me to go into the kitchen?
What's going on with this fireplace?
Perfect for popcorn.
Okay.
There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants.
Oh yeah, right, like the dog pudding number 2 and, you know, what else? No. That's sweet, you can cancel it before he goes in, that's cool. Oh. I have to try and remember that O is next to P on the keyboard, and O will send me out of whichever scene I'm in.
Someone's gonna be upset when they see what their mast was used for. I'm not planning on starting any fires. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. What's the word on the street? How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be pillaging a small coastal village. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? We'll be heading to Lucre Island to meet with my wife's lawyers. You're right. That does sound sort of silly when I say it out loud. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? Well, like I said, it'll be your standard loot and pillage spree. Yeah, I guess it does sound kind of immoral. What's that you're drinking?
Nostradamus. Will show the future.
Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
Okay. Is it going to be an Indiana Jones moment and I swap the pretzels? I need to distract him. Do I find a basket so I can get some of my own? I assume I can only get that guy with me once I get rid of the Australian guy. Could be wrong.
It's a dartboard. Personally, I can't think of anything scarier than a horde of drunken pirates flinging pointy missiles all over the place.
Very inactive of imagination then, but I can imagine some pretty grim stuff.
Ahoy, mateys! Excuse me. Hey!
I mean, what is the grimmest thing that's ever happened in Monkey Island? I'm not sure. I'll have a think.
Buzz up, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Very strange British accent he's affecting.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. You'll hit it.
Completely forgotten what I've got to do here. Oh yeah.
I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
Ha! That's easy. Ah!
Nice.
Hey, you're pretty good.
That was pretty grim. I'll add that one.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
How about that post on the right side of the screen?
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
Here goes nothing.
I'm impressed.
This is a much more fun way to play darts. You should just have targets around like the bar.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
Ha! That's easy.
It's got it, doesn't it? Nice.
Impressive. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Oh my god, it's actually starting to cool down in here. I might be able to close the windows so all the neighbours don't hear me chatting to myself. I don't see the point in many of these. It's
There's no
possible.
way
I've got
you'll
to
be
keep
able to hit
doing
the
this
center of that life preserver on the kitchen
so I
door.
get the
Here
option
goes
for one that will
nothing.
do something.
Impressive.
It does seem like it'd be somewhere I'd want to hit if there's someone there, but whatever.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit
Eat it. Hello, we've got this kind of accent, haven't we? The police sergeant.
Can you hit that big stuffed fish over there?
it. Ha! That's easy.
Nice shot.
Maybe I'll just
I
try
bet
the
you
other
can't hit another one on the first shot.
few.
Name it and I'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit a bullseye.
No problem.
I'm impressed. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll
Hit a triple eight.
Ha! That's easy.
Impressive.
Hmm.
Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Champion.
Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Nose me, cracker brain.
I'm trying to think where I can place that accent from. It sounds very like a character in something. Ah, do on Melee Island. Can't remember.
Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Fair enough.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
I'm assuming I can't pick this dart up. No.
He's out cold.
You sure? I suppose out cold could mean dead. It's closer to that term than it would be unconscious. Don't think you get cold when you're unconscious.
I guess he won't be needing these anymore.
Nope. Okay. Can I not just pull that in my inventory then? Right, cool. It's a strange game mechanics, but fine, fine. We're getting by. I'm not entirely enjoying it just because of the whatever. Horrible navigational tools, but whatever. Okay, well, I can't get through that gate. I've already spoken to them. Been all through the scum bar. Can't do much with the guy from Boulders just yet. Don't know if anyone particularly wants any pretzels at this stage, but I'm not a huge fan of the map either, but whatever.
It says ship for sale.
Yeah, I remember really disliking this lady. I think it's just because it takes ages to figure out what I've got to do. Can't remember. It's been a long time since I played these games. Well, this one specifically.
This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses.
Yeah, boy. That's what I need. The other thing I do actually like about this game, though, is it's very fluid. The movements and so forth. Picks it up, he carries it around, it looks good. It's almost like, what's it called? Not Fortnite, but that same sort of vibe. When you put, or Skyrim, if you put something on them, you come out of the menu and you see it's there on them. He picks stuff up, he uses it. Whenever he does an animation, it's the 3D character doing it. I quite like it. It's nice.
It's empty. Probably a good idea to keep a couple of those near the grog machine. Nobody needs saving at the moment.
There's no reason not to pick it up.
I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now.
Imagine if you were to never pick anything up in an adventure game based on the fact you didn't need it just then.
I can't use this machine. I don't have any money.
That's a good point.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
That's what I don't. I'm not a big fan
Are
of
you the
theirs.
harbor master?
No, I am the harbor mistress. My full title is Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means...
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships.
Could have been a whole different part of the game trying to seduce someone. I'm still yet to play Leisure Suit Larry.
Kinda
FYI.
snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would be even better if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Melee and ready to govern.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a promotion.
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope. It's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, I'm not required to do this. As a civil servant and chief assistant shipyard regulator, I am here for your safety, not to be helpful. But if it'll make you go away, I'll tell you.
I can hardly wait.
I cannot and will not release a ship to any person, party, or entity that does not carry the authority of office or is otherwise important in their own right.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
You must be some kind of ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about them, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
That's a good response.
Now that's a fine-looking ship.
Yep, well, I'm guessing we're getting the horrible one then.
Deluxe.
What about this horrible garish one?
I can see why this ship hasn't been sold.
I'm guessing that's going to be ours then.
That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Hey, she's got pierced ears. Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead?
Well, maybe I need to find something to give her earrings. To up to the earrings.
Nothing interesting down here.
In your opinion, Guybrush. I find this whole universe of yours fascinating. Right. So. Is that my mansion? Yes.
Hey, look! A full moon!
You stole the whole of the moon.
Looks like Meatok finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kind of miss the old pulley and poultry method.
Yep. Once again, another amazing feature of Monkey Island 1 that they just came up on the spot. Rubber chicken on a pulley. Never thought I'd see that. Open meat hook's front door.
It's locked. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
No, go away.
Is it all British accents?
Then who are you?
No one. There's no one here.
When do you expect someone to be home?
Later. Much later. Finish running your wife's errands first.
What?
But there's supposed to be a wax show today.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
The sign out here says there is.
Yeah, there. Well, it's cancelled.
It's okay. It's me.
Me who?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Nice try. Guybrush and Elaine are dead. I know why you're here, and you can't have it.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending, you greedy old man. You think you can just buy up the whole island just because you can insult people? Well, think again. You can't take my house away from me if you can't get in. I knew I shouldn't have fixed that bridge. There's nobody home. Now go away.
Okay, I'll come back later. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Okay. Well, I clearly need to come back here later. Nothing else I can do around here. Right, we're a bit limited for options then, so I think we've been everywhere important, well, accessible for now. Let's plod back to the town proper, I guess. Oh, I've got the rubber band, but I still don't know how to change this guy's fiddle with his contraption.
Let's try.
That is one
45,
bird.
7.3 minus 6. Fire!
Now let's work out how to use inventory items. Oh. Feels like Tomb Raider doing that.
Not a bad piece of modern art, if I do say so myself.
Sure.
Let's try 15, 3.7
Let's see if I
minus
can
6.
just push this thing.
Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck. Fire!
Excuse me.
What?
Any way of distracting him? No. He tells me that it needs to be realigned.
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
Oh, expensive. I'm sure I recognise his accent. Anyway, let's
You
try
seem
giving
like a
him
busy
the...
man. I'll let you
Perhaps
return
we'll
to your
see as they're the
evil
only other
deeds.
thing we have.
Thanks.
Hey there.
Yeah. Just a sec.
Genius. Looks like it might work.
Here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Oh, ungrateful.
Well, I'm guessing that every single time I want to adjust this, I'm going to have to go get some more pretzels from that chef. Fun.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the? Ha! I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what?
Did it.
I'm still dead.
Don't worry. I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, when there's only one candidate, there's only one
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor. I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm.
That's me.
To destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from...
I know who I think that voiceover was. It probably isn't, but it sounds a lot like Clamps from Futurama. Hey, let me clamp him, boss. Whatever. I can't do it, but that guy.
Secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Oh, Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
Something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Oh, Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, what I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
apologies. So, I wasn't paying any attention, so...
I don't think so.
I still need to get a crew, obviously.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. It's an old sofa. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal.
Yeah.
How could a mere painting capture the essence of my love?
Oh, that's so sweet, Guybrush. Now get back to work.
Yes, dear. This is hardly a wallet-sized picture. Wow, this plant is really resilient. We haven't watered it since we left. No way! Pirates don't plant trees. It's a portrait of Elaine's grandfather, Horatio T. Marley. This must have been painted years before his yacht was sucked into a whirlpool off the coast of Australia 20 or so years ago. Never to be seen again. I don't think Elaine would appreciate me taking down her coveted family portraits.
Good guess.
The header says, Malay Government Employment Contract.
I wonder if Elaine ever wonders why I walk around just describing obvious things. Oh, this bedpost is lovely.
The header says, Malay Government Employment Contract.
Oh, look at the lamp.
What a strange lamp.
I like that.
I wouldn't want to lay. I meant strange as in strange and wondrous.
Of course you did, dear.
I wouldn't want Elaine to go blind.
I'll have to take it. I'm sure it did the opposite. So.
Hey, it's Elaine as a little kid with Grandpa Marley. Oh, how cute. This would be great to have hanging on my wall. Oh, wait, it is hanging on my wall.
Don't make me get out your baby pictures.
But honey, you don't have any of my baby pictures.
No, but I have some of you crying after you got smacked in the head.
I'm starting to feel a bit bad for Guybrush in this game. Everyone's really sort of laying into him thick here. Proper dismissive. Whatever. They're a great couple.
It's the door to the kitchen. I would, but for some reason Elaine has locked it up.
And of course Guybrush, somewhat like Homer Simpson, is a bit of a nincompoop.
I've always wondered what was behind the mansion. Now I know. It's locked. It's a government paper of some sort. The header says Malay Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
It strikes me that I should probably save this, seeing as it could crash at any moment.
Don't even think about touching the china, Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me. I like this kind of commode better than the one in the bathroom. The one made of porcelain.
I mean, I know it's pirate times. Did they have commodes in the front room?
Yeah, most of this stuff is Elaine's. I wouldn't want to deprive her of her favorite trinkets.
It's probably one of the most basic things to get sewage away from yourself.
I'm no expert, but this china doesn't seem very nice.
Don't even think about touching the china, Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me.
Trinket-coloured commode.
Most of this stuff is Elaine's. I wouldn't want to deprive her of her favorite trinkets. Most of this stuff is Elaine's. I wouldn't want to deprive her of her favorite trinkets. I love chess, especially the horsies. Huh, I've got no time for easily mastered games like chess.
It is a stranger game because, like in most of the others, anything you can select or look at or examine is stuff you can pick up, and then some of it you don't use at all in the game. But this you can look at sort of everything, and it's very rare you can ever pick or use anything.
Groovy banner. For some reason, it makes me want to ride a hog.
Oh, keep pressing O instead of P for pick up. Which I won't be able to do, but I'm just always try and pick everything up. Really? Otherwise I'll always be thinking, oh, I should have tried to do that.
Elaine would kill me if I got dirt on her family banner.
Do you ever learn where Guybrush comes from? His family, if he was wealthy or completely poor or an orphan or...
I've got no time for easily mastered games like chess.
Nothing with the doormat. Nope. I'm not talking about Guybrush. So... see if there's anything here. Nope. Just double check. There's a lot of open area over there. Possibly I can get some more pretzels.
Okay. Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it.
Right. What else? So, I don't think the voodoo lady can do much for us. It's a bit weird there was nothing to pick up in there, but I'm pretty sure I explored it all. I might be able to get some more pretzels from this bar, but I don't know what I'd use it for. I can probably go in here now. Maybe. What the frick? That doesn't seem right. Worried that's a glitch. If that's the case, then that's very weird.
You know, I've never even been in there. I don't even think I'm registered to vote.
I'll try again. Well, I'm going to assume that I just can't go into that place. I've got a weird feeling that you can. It's not like these other houses which do interconnect. I've got my inventory. I've still got some pretzels.
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with.
So the aim of the game is still to get to Lucas Island, isn't it? So I'm still trying to get a crew together. I don't think I get the pirates to go with me, the dart players. I assume that I get Carla and Otis to go.
I wonder where this goes. Too bad it's locked. Guess I'll never find out.
I don't think I can do anything else with them. I don't think I can talk.
I'm back.
That you are.
About anything else.
Can I get a refill on these pretzels?
I still need to get some ID, obviously.
You'll have to finish the ones you've got there first.
But I want more.
Quit your whining.
I gotta go.
Right, well, look, do that.
Fiji lads. So, obviously something I can do with this kettle, but I don't know what. The only food I've got, or burnable substances are.
If I go around offering these to everyone and everything I see, I won't have any for myself.
Why would it give the option to offer these to inanimate objects?
I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows. This fish has seen better days.
I thought I could insult arm wrestle this guy, but maybe
Hello
not
again,
yet.
Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Aye, it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
Right.
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Not much just yet.
Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Give up now, or I'll crush you like a grape.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Ha ha! I win. Come back later when you're feeling up to the challenge.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
I hear that comment a few times now, whilst I learn all of the insults in order to use them back to learn all of the answers, responses.
I challenge you to another round of insult arm wrestling, you big-armed freak.
Very well. If you win, I'll be your navigator.
You're on. I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking.
My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we both got better bladder control than you do. Only once have I met such a coward.
Must have told you everything
From the
you know.
size of your gut, I'd guess they were eaten.
I got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Well, he didn't give me that one. Lovely.
Why? You studying to be a nurse?
Ha ha! I win. Come back later when you're
That's pretty
feeling up
close
to
to
the
beating him on
challenge.
the second attempt there. Crazy that he didn't know those ones.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
I challenge you to another round of insult arm wrestling, you big-armed freak.
Very well. If you win, I'll be your navigator.
You're on.
It's a magic chair.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. My stupefying strength will shatter your ulna into a million pieces.
Oh, I'm surprised you can count that high. Hey, look over there.
BT cheating, so I guess I need ones that he's never heard of before. I don't get why that was an insult. Hey, look over there.
Yeah, I know. It's a three-headed monkey. Only once have I met such a coward.
I am rubber. You are glue.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you never have gazed at your wife. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Oh my god, I can't press up. I've just gone to the bottom of it. Oh yes, I can. Oh. Right, I can press up on here, and I can press page down on there. Fine.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten.
Ha ha! I win. Come back later when you're feeling up to the challenge.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
Maybe
I challenge you to another round of insult arm wrestling, you big-armed freak.
Very well.
Until I get some insults that he doesn't know.
I'll be your navigator.
You're on.
However, I must have to learn them from somebody else, so I need him to give me all of his insults. First, I would assume.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking.
My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we both got better bladder control than you do. I've out-wrestled octopuses with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might.
But maybe I have got all the insults.
Your knuckles I'll grind into a splintery paste.
I thought that the bean dip had strange taste. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
I'm shocked that you've never gazed at your wife.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
I'm shocked that you've never gazed at your wife.
Hey, look over there.
Yeah, I know. It's a three-headed monkey. My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
Oh, yeah?
I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I am rubber. You are glue.
I won.
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Yes, spy. So, did it. Cool. Thought I had to do a lot more than that. I guess he just threw that in there for sort of nostalgic and continuity purposes. I didn't really have to go and do anything like the same thing I had to do in the other games. Government job. Oh, I can give them to Thingy, can't I? Carlo and Otis, surely. Oh, we've got a navigator. Sort of half got 2 crew members. I would have thought I'd have had to get rid of the main villain guy in this before I can speak to Meathook. But if not, then I don't know. Hey, look at that.
Is this some kind of joke?
What? This contract is not even being signed by the governor.
We may be down on our luck, pirates, but we're not stupid. Come back when you've got a signed contract.
Okay, well at least I know what to use that for. I guess I'll go and try that now. I might go and talk to the voodoo lady. I might also talk to Captain Meathook again, see if anything's changed. Can't imagine it
It's
has.
3 o'clock.
I think the time does have something to do with things in this game, I could be wrong. Sigh.
What's this for?
I needed to convince reluctant rapscallions to join my crew.
Darling, can't you just use your blinding charisma to cajole them into joining you?
I think I used up all my charisma on the honeymoon.
All right, let me sign it.
Is that both of them signed?
Dearest, I thought we agreed that you wouldn't be spreading your messy inventory over our nice clean floor.
Sorry, honey. This will only take a moment.
Let me guess. Another government bribe?
I prefer the term state-sponsored incentive.
When you get back from Lucre Island, we're going to have a long talk about civic ethics. All right, let me sign it.
Sweet. That should give us 2 crew members. I don't know how many we actually need. The cook kind of hinted at it, but I don't think he comes. He might do. Got a weird memory, perhaps he just occupied supply the kitchen on the boat.
Wow! You actually got us a signed government contract? Looks good. Very nice.
Wait a minute. This is a standard government manual labor contract with no pension plan or dental coverage.
Hey, you're right. We want a cushy government contract with a desk.
Come back when you got something that doesn't involve back-breaking labor.
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood. You've got yourself a crew.
Does she mean I've got myself a full crew? Part of it. So it's just a harbour mistress then, surely. I don't remember at all what she wants. I wonder if I use the pretzels as earrings. I'm not figurehead, I doubt it. I can use the fountain for just yet. I wouldn't have thought. Let's see if Meat Hook's still the same. I imagine he is. I don't think I'm supposed to do anything with this bridge.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Oh, I can go over it.
It says wax show. I wonder if they're showing Mad Wax, Beehive Warrior. There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants.
Random Mad Max reference. The Road Warrior. My favourite one's Thunderdome. I do really like 2 as well. I love 1. It's very sort of old school. I don't know. Sleaze action, if you know what I mean. Sort of 80s action, whatever. But it's a bit depressing, let's put it that way. I've still got no money. I can't imagine the government contract has anything to do with this lady.
I don't think she'd like that.
She said I needed to prove something or other, that I was government official. She did explain this at length.
Hi, I'm back. Nice night for a sail, huh?
It would be if you had a boat.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Okay, well, I might go and speak to... I might speak to Elaine again. But I'll probably try and speak to the voodoo lady first, see what she's got to say to me. This voodoo dog.
Ouch. I hate to be that guy.
Guybrush, I knew you'd return. How can I help you?
Ex Machina.
I can see that you're still fumbling for direction.
Tell me again how to get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly simple procedure. Get on your ship.
But I don't have a ship.
So find one. Must I draw you a map? Then assemble your crew. Then sail to Lucre Island.
How can I help Elaine win her re-election?
That depends. What do you know about politics?
Absolutely nothing.
Then, short of stuffing the ballot box, I don't see how you can help her.
Great! Better get a stuffing.
But if you get caught, the Melee Town Council will string you up, stuff you with crawdads, and let pirates whack you like a piñata.
I don't think I like that idea.
Heck of
Perhaps it would
crawdads.
be best if you steered clear of the election.
Are you sure there's no way I can help Elaine get re-elected?
You must allow your wife the space she needs to tend her own path.
But what's my path?
That's for you to discover. But I do know that it is a path fraught with danger, voodoo, and monk.
I kind of figured it would be. Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well.
I don't
Okay.
need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
So
As
she's
you
got
wish,
no
Guybrush. I'll be here later.
new directions for me. Apart from the stuff about
Beatty.
politics.
I don't think they're for sale. Beatty.
Well, I might go and speak to Elaine again, I guess. But it's either going to be get some ID, but that's probably after I've gone somewhere else and come back first, I would have thought. For the scumbar grog. Can't remember what else I can do with the dart players yet. There's nothing much else to do in the scumbar.
Hello, my little plunder bunny.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
Okie dokie.
We could move away and leave this this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else.
We could make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing, even for pirates.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, Honey Bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it. Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks. I really think I'll need some money on this trip.
Not until you learn how to spend your money responsibly.
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks.
I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship. This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
Looks like I've done it already.
Is that the ship?
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucas Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
Mr. Cheese, shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little rain never hurt anyone.
Mommy!
Batten down
Leap for
the
silent
action.
run.
Short and sail!
Clear the
Train the
scuppers.
bilges!
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucas Island.
Ah, Lucasarts, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh, no. There's not going to be a next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.
Nice.
Rats. It's still pink. That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Good work getting us into the harbor.
Thanks. Next time be helpful if you didn't use the ship's maps as coasters.
Where can I find Otis?
That useless deck swab beats me. After you left, he ran off. Probably looking for new ways to be lazy.
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
Just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
What's wrong with the rudder?
Just took a little beating on the way past that breakwater. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the mast?
Well, it got a bit jolted when we careened off the rocky outcropping. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the deck?
Well, somebody scratched Help me mommy into it. Deep scratches, but nothing I can't fix.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
Just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
Well, okay then. Keep the ship, ship-shape while I'm gone.
The way this moves reminds me of a Little Big Adventure.
Somebody's selling fish over here.
I don't ever played
The
that game.
salesperson
It's
isn't anywhere to be
a
seen.
solid game.
Somebody's selling fish over here. There's a duckling on this. Must be the duck standard. I'm not picking that up. Hey, check out that pair of flotation devices.
Okay.
No, Elaine probably wouldn't like that.
What?
Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Where's Otis?
He's on shore leave.
Why aren't you on shore leave?
Someone has to stay and guard the ship while the big cheese repairs all the damage you inflicted on it.
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you something from town?
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't taken a good look around yet.
Well, maybe you should.
Carry on, Carla.
Do I really have a choice?
Lucas Island Port Authority.
Okay, that's not right, is it? There's some freaky stuff going on with this game. God, I've forgotten all about this.
They're using it right now. It's a chess clock.
Why is it just constantly footsteps?
Yes?
Can I play next?
Sure, but you might be waiting for a while.
Oh, why?
Because chess is a game that requires hours of intense concentration.
Can I play now?
No.
Can I play now?
No.
So, who's winning?
It's difficult to say. It appears that Mr. Santiago is employing a variant of the Barbarino offense. If that's the case, then my Kaplan maneuver should choke off his rooks.
Yes, of course. Look, up in the sky! I'll let you get back to your game.
This guy just wandering around.
Yes?
Your friend seems awfully focused on the game.
Notice that, did you? Senor Castaneda is exceptionally well disciplined. Once he sets his mind to a task, it's nearly impossible to shift his attention. Except...
Yes?
Well, he does carry something of a torch for Brittany, the bank teller.
Interesting. So Castaneda really has a thing for the bank teller, huh?
Oh yes, he carries a picture of Brittany with him wherever he goes.
I'll let you get back to your game.
Thank you.
Yes?
Hi, Brittany!
Brittany, where?
Oh, darn. Must have been the Aurora Borealis. I'll let you get back to your game.
Okay.
This must be the ship shock shop I heard Mr. Cheese talking about.
Oh my god. Have I crashed again? Thank the heavens. So, I assume we've got to get this clock from them for some purpose or other. Isn't that the same darts player? Guess we'll never know.
I should go to the law offices before I get information on investment strategies. I should go to the law offices before I get information. This bank sure has a lot of windows. This bank sure has a lot of windows. Wow, Lucretown is a sewage system. How nice is that? I'll bet you could get into any bathroom on Lucre Island through here. Ah, and it's just too heavy for me to pull open on my own. I really should go to the law offices first.
I love the Palace of Prosthesis, the character in there, everything, the way it looks, moves, it's just nice. It's probably my favourite part of this whole game. Maybe that or the Australian's character in his house.
Excuse me, is this?
Come in. Come in.
Very, very Terry Pratchett.
Come in.
What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can. What is it? Wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
What's that accent similar to? It's that dog, isn't it? A droopy dog? Yeah, no.
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very
prestigious.
Lucrative.
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
Well, that changes things. Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it. He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know, it's illegal to make such wrongful
and preposterous
claims. Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them. Put a lien on their catapult. File a writ of habeas moneyus.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money. Earned. Not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office. What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right. Right?
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
But we'll get right on it. Right.
Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research.
Isn't there something else you could do for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sight.
I guess so.
Oh, hey, you might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married.
This will save us a trip.
Now be gone. We have work to do.
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult! Yikes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed upon our fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Tokamata Marley. How sweet! P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
They'll never know what hit them. Just object every chance you get.
If I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on.
If we knew where the body was, we could order an exhumation.
Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit?
That sounds
intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood.
We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
Law practice for dummies. I'm not picking that up. As interested as I am in law practice, I don't have much time for reading these days.
Where are
the
my
law
briefs?
of the sea. Statutes and regulations of Lucre Island.
They'll never know what
I'm
hit
not
them.
picking that up. Practicing law in the company of pirates and other swarthy types.
We'll
As
just
interested as I
buy all
am
the
in law
expert
practice,
witnesses we
I
need.
don't have much time for reading these days.
Habeas, habeas, habeas.
Confusion through obscusion.
Is it time
50
for
ways
lunch
to sue
yet?
your ex-lover. I'm not picking that up.
Alibi schmalibi.
As interested as to kill a mockingbird and get it reduced to manslaughter.
Just object every chance you get.
Well, there could be a book in there that I need.
We'll just buy all the expert witnesses we need.
We'll subpoena everyone on the island. No body, no foul.
Let's see what's inside.
Forget case law. We'll make it up.
Oops, sorry. I thought there were complimentary mints inside.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who wants to litigate?
2, 4, 6, 8. Who wants to litigate?
We'll subpoena everyone on the island.
Roses. I should go to the bank, but I want to go to the place of prosthesis.
Let's see. Rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here. It's a a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs. It's a wooden hand.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well, then, you'd best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
I do like this guy as a character. He's cool.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here, they call me Deadeye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
It's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do? Send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time,
Would that be an appropriate place to save the game?
there was a pirate named
Larry?
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Neither of them had the guts to go through with the wedding, so she turned her passion towards the stock market, where she lived happily ever after. The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a few dozen feet of Frinkle and Osterman's artificial guts.
Oh, gross.
I know. Those things always clog up on cold winter nights.
Ugh, double gross.
Yeah, double gross.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry. Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-Class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
Feature armor again.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I was on the lookout for a prosthetic nose, because I know that relates to robbing the bank, and the guy who does that, he's got a prosthetic nose. But maybe I just have to use that information to find out who it is after the event.
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental
I don't know if it's
technology,
like
huh? Okay.
9 things I
Once
can get
upon
here.
a time, there was a pirate
Or just 3.
named...
So I don't know, like maybe there's a combination of every single 3.
Harry?
Harry,
use
a palm
the ones
reader,
I
had
haven't
told
used.
Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Hopefully when I've got them all, he'll say, oh, that's all the ones I've got.
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart
Gives me
to
a
a
heart.
jerk named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
All 3 of them became the butt of a very naughty limerick. The end.
What a dreadful
prosthetic
story.
butt.
That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
This is a noble experiment that never quite worked. A team of French proctologists decided to attack the problems faced by pirates who'd lost their butts. Some had had their butts shot off in battle, others had worked their butts off, while still others could no longer find their butts with both hands and a flag. After many years, they created this, the Faux Butt 3000. To everyone's surprise, it flopped.
But why?
It turns out that people would rather have no butt at all than a phony butt.
Okay, let's see if we can get any
I
more.
still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
So I'm going to try Larry again.
Larry?
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
This time I'm going to go with Mindy.
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Go with Ned again.
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
Maybe it doesn't even
What
matter.
happened?
After many years of plotting, she
Oh, there's
became
a head.
head of all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
That's a prototype for my own Deadeye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for pirates who've lost so many ears, eyes, and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
Placement head.
And I still
Okay.
need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
So just to make it different, I'm going to choose a different first name each time, but then just the middle two, I guess.
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Let's go with Larry
Larry?
again then.
Larry.
can
Larry
change the other
wanted
two.
to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Jed?
That's right, Jed.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
She decided that she couldn't stomach the thought of being married to either of them, so she joined a convent. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
That's a factory model Bile-tastic Stomach 9000. If they ever can figure out how to keep the acid from leaking out, they'll sell millions. Don't worry, this unit's empty.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry. Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Cindy?
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their early 30s.
I've already got a liver.
You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful
Or was it,
story.
the other
You
one?
really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-Class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get
Already
a
got that
constant
one.
supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
You already gave me one of those.
Okay.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
Okay. I think I'm going to save it.
And I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh?
I mean, it could be like, what, one... Could be so many unlimited, like, combinations. Not unlimited, obviously, but... Hard bit is remembering exactly which combos I've already done. Of course.
Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
I mean... If I could have started this again, I would have just done the first one every time with a different one after that. Then the other one with a different one after that.
Jerry?
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Oh, they all died of liver
Sorry.
disorders in their early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-Class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
You already gave me one of those.
I did. Well, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to hand out one of these per customer.
I've got a feeling I can get the names from somewhere else, but I can't remember where. Right, I've already spoken to him about everything else.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
John Williams score just then, that. Very Harry Potter. Harry Potter. What's an honour? Oh, I didn't even mean to go in there. I was going to take another look at that manhole cover.
And just why not, young
Here he is.
lady?
Bank policy, sir. I can't convert these traveler's checks because we've never heard of, what's his name? Australia.
But you've honored them countless times before.
We've had a bad run of counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policies. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name. Funny to say, too.
Oh, Struth. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Have a nice day, Mr. Mandrill.
He should switch to decaf.
Kangaroo.
Hi there.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
I can see why the guy likes her. She's very personable.
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
That's something that Lucasarts did, wasn't it? Is it Lucas? No, it's Apple, wasn't it? One of them, they set up their building and it was like called Building 52. Nobody knew why it was called that, and it's just to make it sound like their previous buildings, give it some sort of validity.
I'd like to make a deposit.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I need to make a withdrawal.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like a loan, please.
All right, sir. And what would the funds be used for?
I'm going to repaint my ship.
What's wrong with the way it is now?
It's pink.
Oh, I see. And do you have a job?
I'm married to the governor.
I see. And what does that pay?
Nothing.
Thanks for your time. Someone will contact you in 3 to 5 business years.
We've still got that satire going on. I like it.
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not
There's an awful lot of bureaucracy in this game compared to the other ones.
good enough.
Oh. Well, there is this.
Oh, my. That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Mr. Quidworth.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir. If you'll just follow me into the vault, we can open up your grandfather-in-law's safe deposit chest.
Wow. That was a lot of animation there for transition.
Well, here it is, sir. The safe deposit chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk.
Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
That Governor Marley was an eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did. Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks. Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now. Hot water bottle, monkey pacifier, groggaments, Jimmy Hoffa, do-it-yourself tattoo kit, bloody stiletto knife, bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips. Ah, there it is.
Stick him up!
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Barney heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
Just send out the hostages, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Never!
It's an old, cracked sword.
Nobody move!
We've got you surrounded.
It's a packing sponge.
We've got you surrounded.
There seems to be something inside. It's a music box. Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
Nobody move!
It's an empty safe.
There's only one
this
criminal
thing
more
reeks.
nefarious than me, and that's Pink Nose Pete.
Well, I'm guessing we can show that
I'll never give
to
up.
what's his face, and he can smell it. God, this is tedious. Oh wait, you have to move
There's
around
only
and do
one
this.
criminal more nefarious than me, and that's Pink Nose Pete. Don't be a hero.
No, definitely nothing else I can do here, I don't think. Hope there's no missable items here, because I'm guessing I won't be back here for a bit.
Everybody freeze! This is a robbery!
I can't remove it with my bare hands. That didn't get me anywhere.
We've got you surrounded.
I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too. That didn't get me anywhere.
Everybody freeze! This is a robbery!
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit. With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger.
That's G-U-Y-B-R-U...
With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger.
T-H-I-E-E-P-W-O-O-D.
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Nobody move.
Elaine would probably kill me if I went around misusing this. I can't reach it.
Nobody move.
Thought I must be able to move this thing. I can't reach it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty bank robber.
if I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here.
Nice. Right, okay.
That's G-U-I-B-R-U.
That doesn't need a prosthetic stomach.
T-H-I-E-E-P. I'm going
That doesn't need a prosthetic stomach.
Mighty bank robber.
That's just plain sick.
You'll never get me, Guybrush Threepwood.
That's just plain sick. That's just plain sick. A fake liver won't help that.
I'm sure it's one of these.
I don't think guts would work with that.
I'm sure he's supposed to make this door, like, basically explode by shoving stuff in it. I could be wrong.
Just send out the hostages, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Never! Don't be a hero. You'll never get me, Guybrush Threepwood, coppers.
Boy.
So long, suckers. And remember,
I will say I keep moaning about all the navigation and stuff and running around, fair enough. But it's a lot easier, this game, so far, compared to the others. I haven't had to really properly pause at any point yet. And this is the one I played the least and the longest ago.
you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey, where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right, down to the jailhouse with you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit. Or
Another
perhaps it
film
was the
reference,
guy
a
we
future
caught
tip.
red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
To find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offence, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No, you are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Hey, I should bring Meat Hook here. He'd like this place. Inspector?
Yes?
I'm innocent. It was the no-nosed pirate that robbed the bank.
Who? Peg-nosed Pete. Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
It's a bit of a Young Ones reference, or maybe not. If I had a penny for every time I had to enter the door, I'd have £5.63.
Why don't you believe that Peg-nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not Peg-Nose's style. If Peg-Nose had robbed a bank, he would have snuck in under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-Nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A. New evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2. The stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z. The real criminal would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. How do I go about proving my innocence again?
Catch the real perpetrator, recover the loot, and come up with evidence to back your story up.
Oh, yeah. Where can I find Peg-Nosed Pete?
If I knew that, he'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Luca Island.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
It's good to see that Luca Island doesn't mollycoddle its criminal element.
That's a very odd sound.
Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
Nice. Always with the chicken grease.
Excellent. I have no idea why I said that.
Bill and Ted reference. Iron Maiden. Execute them. Bogus. There's a lot more sort of pop culture references in this one as well. God, is that Otis again?
It says, Contra leges marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means... Actually, I have no idea what it means. Now there's a manly pirate. It's attached to the wall. It says, Contra leges marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means seize the day.
No. It's can't be Emma. Oh, you bloody... Thing you. I'm in a totally different part of town.
Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
When are you due to be released?
He'll be released just about the same time you prove your innocence.
Hey, just because my captain is a notorious bank robber, there's no reason to take it out on me.
Otis!
Jace?
You're not helping. What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
If it's any comfort, Otis, I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait,
Nice.
It's past. See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
It's Otis.
Okay, let's have a look at this handkerchief.
This hanky has PP embroidered on it, and I highly doubt that this belonged to Grandpa Marley.
Okay.
Oh, Inspector, I think you'll find this interesting.
What's this?
It's a stinky hanky that belongs to the real bank robber.
Who? Peg-Nosed Pete. It wouldn't prove he was the perpetrator. To do that, you'd need to prove Peg-Nose had the loot in his possession.
Rats.
Okay, let's get out of it.
That's a very aesthetically pleasing fountain, I think.
I don't disagree.
Why, hello there, Brittany.
Oh, hi. Why do you sound like a sick kraken?
Oh, sorry. Sorry you lost your job.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't like working at that bank much anyway. I've always really wanted to be in show business.
What kind of show business?
I want to be a singer and have my own backup dancers. I don't have any skills or experience, but I figured with the right attitude, there's no stop.
Me too. Maybe we could start an act together.
I don't think so. I'm looking for someone a little more...
Piratey?
Cool.
Then why were you wasting away at the bank?
I was making ends meet while I put my act together. Guess I needed the push. I was getting too wrapped up in the whole financial system thing.
Hope that works out for you. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I always wanted to get into show business.
Hope that works out for you. I know someone who has a crush on you. That Castaneda fellow. You know, the chess player.
Oh, yes, I know. Poor Santos. He's so tragically intense. Macho, but sensitive. But he's so busy playing that stupid old game with his buddy. It's like I don't exist sometimes. Hey, I have a dream. Want to hear it? Someday, when I'm rich and famous, he'll look up from that chessboard for a second and suddenly realize what he... Ironic, huh?
Is it too late to open an account?
You're funny, Mr. Threepwood. The bank is no concern of mine anymore.
She kind of reminds me of, I can't remember what she's called, not Bunny Foo Foo. One in Toonstruck, that bunny that's like absolutely crazy. And it like just giggles at everything. It's like, oh, as she's like killing someone. But yeah.
Well, I have manly things to do in a sensitive way. Bye.
Well, I'm not sure what to do about them just yet. Let's see what this gate's about. Not much.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles.
Yes, please.
I'll just take one.
See what's this way. Okay. Now I've got an idea of where we are.
Hey, stop that. What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Sense and Sensibility,
It's a lot like someone I know.
where subtle fragrances from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of...
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail-Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive...
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalised by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah. Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
Beep. You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nose pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Lucas Island.
Thanks.
Okay, that's useful.
What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Whew. This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation. This perfume has a neat stripe running through it.
Oh, that's new candy cane perfume. It smells nice, and it's edible.
No. Looks too exotic to me. It's a full bottle of perfume. Phew, this stuff smells bad, even for a pirate. That smells fine the way it is. That smells fine the way it is. Phew, this stuff smells bad, even for a pirate. This is a very pink and very feminine looking perfume.
Yes, that is L'Eau de la Fleur, the perfect perfume for the most feminine of ladies, or the least masculine of males.
Heck no, I'm a tough pirate man. It does smell nice though.
Kind of weird how this entire, I mean, it was always a theme of it, was that he wasn't the traditional sort of, what you would have then called the altar type. Yeah, he's the hero of the game, and it's great. It's very heavy in this game, the way they keep going on about, like, whatever rolls and stuff.
Wow, what a plethora of colors in this bottle.
Oh, yes, a breakthrough in scent technology. This is called Mutt, a well-adjusted combination of every essence known to pirate man.
Ick. I don't think so. That one scares me.
Is that supposed to be something to do with trans? Anyway, whatever.
Well, that laundry's not my size. Well, that laundry's not my size. I thought that laundry got hung up after it was cleaned. Nice, hatchet. I'm not picking that up.
Alright.
Whoever lives here must be pretty small.
Completely forgotten about this place.
Freddy, where's my new walking stick?
It's right over here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand-carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep.
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Have a look around.
It's a barrel of sticks. I don't think there are any sticks I want in that barrel. Just another barrel of sticks. I don't think there are any sticks I want in that barrel. There's so many to choose from, I can't decide. These sticks look perfectly fine to me.
To the untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with them.
They're probably fine for the non-discriminating type of consumer, but those sticks wouldn't pass the muster for our high-end buyers.
If I had a hamster, I could use this stuff for bedding.
Wait. It's quite an accomplishment in this game just to bleed and see things, because things are very obscure in this.
What in tarnation are you doing, son?
Just looking at my stuff.
Is that what they call it these days? Now be quick about it. I wouldn't want any women folk to see that.
What is this thing about, this meta thing about checking my inventory?
Slightly irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price. I don't think that would help anything. It is very important to choose a walking stick that fits your body, lifestyle, and temperament. Your walking stick should be no more than waist high and hefty enough to support 50% of your body weight. Active people should choose a stick that corresponds with the type of activity. Boring. Guess I don't want a walking stick that bad. No.
So this is all like 2D rendered basically, and then put in layers, and then there's just a walk area where I'm a 3D character within it. I'd assume I've tried making my own point and click game, it went quite well. It was a lot of effort through Unity, but Godot had a template that I could download, and I just basically replaced all the graphics because I'm a 3D artist. But it was pretty good. Which now means, like, when you do graphic design, you just look and reading all the signs and how they read out. I'm doing it with this now. You know, how would I do the coding for that?
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your racket?
Most people around here call me Freddy, which is a sensible thing to do, considering that it's my name and all. I carve walking sticks.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment, but lately, Lucas Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week. He's been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but he's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Amidst dense Caribbean jungles.
Ah, the adventurous type. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll probably be by myself.
I sort of figured that might be the case. How long will you be walking on average?
8 hours, 23 minutes, 37 seconds.
Very good. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
This must be Freddy's calculator. It's Freddy's stick catalog. It's Freddy's stick catalog. Still a barrel of sticks. Still a barrel of sticks. There's so many to choose from. I can't decide.
Yeah, because you've just been advised. Where is it?
I'm back.
So you are.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would you?
Well, now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nosed Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Let's get rid of the spider.
Who is he?
Peg-Nose? He's the greatest pirate thief on Lucas Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons. Yeah, but I came close. Once.
No.
Yes, it happened one dark and foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle, and he tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't even get a chance to swing. I guess he knows better than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating. Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Peg-Nose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mist-So-Time marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
What happened to his nose?
That's something of a mystery. Most folks around these parts would tell you it was nibbled off by a duck. Personally, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It could take a long time for a duck, even a particularly nasty duck, to nibble off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point. So you really don't think that a duck bit off his nose?
I suppose it could have happened that way. I just find it highly irregular.
On second thought, I think I'll find out about Peg-Nose on my own.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
I'd like to take another whack at choosing the perfect walking stick.
Well, then let's find a good one for you. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Along sun-swept Caribbean beaches.
A beachcomber. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
It'll just be me and a few close friends.
That's probably wise. How long will you be walking on average?
About a half hour. 45 minutes tops.
I see. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe.
Hey, isn't that what you told me the last time?
See? It must be the stick for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back here when I think of something else, or possibly I'll have like more information on a specific stick that I need. Okay. I'm still pretty sure there's something else I can do with the
Hey there, Moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to, until you came along, that is.
Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him. But he didn't have a bag with him.
Really?
Where? I'm looking at him!
When are you going to reopen the bank?
Inspector Kennard won't let me inside. So even if I could afford to reopen it, I'm not allowed.
Why aren't you allowed inside?
The inspector says that it's a crime scene and needs to remain sealed until the case is closed.
Let's break in.
Unlike you, I respect authority and law. No one will enter the bank until the crime is solved.
Then why are you hanging around here? You look kind of suspicious to me.
I didn't rob the bank, if that's what you're insinuating.
I don't know. Most robberies are inside jobs.
Maybe. But all criminals return to the scene of the crime. And here you are.
Let's talk about something else. Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke, and nobody on this island would trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
You could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
Let's talk about something else. I hear my parole officer calling. See you later.
Returning to the scene of the crime, are you?
I was just looking for evidence.
Right. Bank's closed until my investigation is complete. So I don't want to see you going in there.
Wow, Lucasarts has a sewage system. How nice is that? I wonder if I can get into the bank through here. I'm not picking that up. And it's just too heavy for me to pull open on my own. Oh, crud. I dropped the sword into the sewers. Oh well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves Jed, but scratched out right next to that it says Harry loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves Jed, but scratched out right next to that it says Harry loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone. There's something scratched into the bottom of this.
Make sure
it
I
says
remember
Cindy
this.
loves Jed, but scratched out
Cindy
right
for
next to
Jed
that it says
to
Harry
Harry.
loves Cindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Cindy loves Jed, but scratched out right next to that it says Harry loves Cindy. What a weird
Cindy
place
loves
to
Jed,
profess your
Harry
love
loves
for
Cindy.
someone.
Cindy loves Jed, Harry loves Cindy.
cave?
Yes.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Harry.
A palm reader had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Cindy.
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand had already been promised to a vile cad
It was
named...
Jed. It wasn't Fred. Don't think it was Ned. Pretty sure
Jed?
it was Jed.
That's right, Jed. Well, what?
What happened?
Realizing that beauty
Yes.
was only skin
Different
deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
This is something special. It's a sample of my newly created, ultra-stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Ew.
With just a few square
Someone
feet
who's
of
lost
this
their skin.
miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime of sword fight, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat. Ew.
Hellraiser.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Hey, does the smell in this hanky remind you of anything or anybody?
Oh, no. Let me see. Nope. I don't really smell much of anything in it.
What do you mean? I thought blind people's...
Hey. Visually challenged.
Sorry, I thought visually challenged people's other senses become enhanced to offset the lack of vision. I mean, I have a fully functioning set of eyes, and even I can smell the foul odor coming off this hanky.
Well, that only applies when my nose is clear. I've kind of got a little bit of a cold and stuffed nose, so I can't smell much right now. If you really need to make use of my amazing odor divining abilities, you're gonna have to find a way to give me an amplified version of...
Like how?
Just follow your nose.
Well, I'm pretty aware that I'm supposed to put something into a cologne bottle so they can smell it. I don't know how I don't think I can use things together in my inventory. Maybe I can. Oh, yes, I can.
I don't think that would help anything. I don't think that would help anything.
Dang, that's some weird smelling stuff you sprayed at me.
I wish they'd stop staring at me. Yeah, I've had enough of touching other people's eyeballs, thanks.
I don't think whenever he's touched people's eyeballs in the past.
Sticking my hand into a basket full of hooks seems like a recipe for disaster.
Okay. Save. I'm probably gonna stop playing pretty soon. Carry on tomorrow or another time. No.
Wow, What a very deep, dark hole. Not to mention smelly. Whew. On second thought, I don't think I want to go down there for any reason. Hey, it's like a trampoline. Whoa! 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 Oi!
Bloody chest in a pirate adventure game. Can I not open it?
Oh, how cute! Little tiny treasure chests that you can't actually fit anything into. I can't actually fit anything useful into those. Nah, I prefer treasure chests of the larger variety. It's a light fixture. And it's controlled by a switch somewhere.
Maybe some alarm system or something now.
Wonder what would happen if I pull it. It controls that light. Technology marches forward. This must be the new thing in low-maintenance decorating. You don't even have to water it. Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more. Nobody can do mental math anymore. No way. Real pirates don't need to add. Instead, we hire our pirate brethren, the accountants, to add and keep track of. It's full of reminders. February 14th. Give away free Valentine's Day steaks. Whoa, I gotta remember to come here that day. They're already giving away free Scupperware. There's no reason to take their calendar as well. I believe this would qualify as a luscious fern. I'm sure if I really needed to use the bathroom, the bank manager would let me.
I don't think he would. But... fair enough. I appreciate his optimism.
I've always wondered how they get the ship in there.
With the sails down.
That's the second most useless trinket I've ever seen. Okay.
Can you pick it up? Can't access the coat.
I don't have time to read. Pirate Magazine. Popular news of the Caribbean's most scandalous and nefarious pirates. And in this month's issue, how to loot and pillage and still be there for the kids.
Cool.
I'm sure this is useful, but how? It's an empty Scupperware container.
I'm sure there's a point at which I need to keep something dry or something. Bank magazines.
Free Scupperware promotion today. Just open an account with 10,000 pieces of 8 or more. Ugh, it's full of names and numbers and lots of math. Ugh, no way. I'm trying to clear my name of a robbery, not commit another one.
Okay, let's check the door out then.
I can't go out that way. Inspector Kennard is watching the entrance.
Okay, so got a piece of Scupperware. I don't appear to be able to go into the vault. I thought the only reason to come in here was to find something within the vault that proved Peg-Nose Pete was there. Can't open this and go behind the desk. Why are the two missing photo frames up there?
I sure hope the previous owner got a chance to empty their underwear drawer. I can't use this. It's a light fixture.
It's a bit odd that I can examine all of these light fixtures. And it's a bit weird that this sort of... It looks like they used to be paintings or something. There you go.
What's that shadow? It looks like a nose?
Oh, get in.
Hey, a prosthetic nose. Ugh, gross. I'll bet this belongs to that smelly pirate guy. The one with no nose.
I'll take that, Mr. Threepwood.
Ah, what are you doing in here?
I might ask you the same question. Instead, I'll just take that as evidence.
Let's go try it on Pegnose.
What a great idea. Except no one knows where he is. Bring him in, and I'll consider it. But remember this, even if it fits, it only proves he was in the bank. It doesn't tie him to the loot.
You still think I did it, don't you?
Yes, but I can be swayed by the right evidence. Now get out of here.
Doorsies.
I'm not picking that up.
I'm still not entirely sure how to get out of this town and start going into this forest, really. Kind of reminds me of Lucia and Lucia, whatever, in Final Fantasy VII. Nothing like it, but it reminds me of it. Okay, so I've explored most of that. There we go. Just to check where the entrance is. Okay. So there's the swamps. I'm guessing the other places are the mandrills.
It's a stinky puddle of swamp water. I'm not picking that up. Mighty pirates don't need to splash around in puddles. Well, that doesn't need to be kept fresh. I don't really need to wipe that.
I've got a feeling this bit's going to be difficult. I'm guessing I'm going to need some sort of map.
It's locked. It's a gate. It's locked.
Okay. Well, there don't appear to be much else to
Find
do.
my way out of this place.
Yeah, I think I'm going to come back here when I might have a map or something. And if not, I don't know. Let's go and visit this Aussie.
That watchbird gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I think this is a good place to save it. I'm going to save it for now and come back tomorrow or whenever I come back to this. But I've made quite a fair bit of progress in that time, to be honest. A lot further than I thought I would. So, I haven't really been keeping count of anyone that's been watching. There's been a couple of people here and there for a little while. But thank you very much for patronage, for watching. As I've said, I don't enjoy this game as much as the other ones, especially the first and the second. And third, but yeah, it's beautiful, lush graphics. It's still a great story. All the characters are great. The humour's still there. The satire's still there. So I am very much enjoying it. It's yeah, it's just literally navigation keys. But yeah, I'm going to sign out for now, and I'll come back to the game at some point. And